Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Cairo, Egypt. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 African qualifier between Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, this is the second time these two teams have met in the qualifiers. Angola winning the first one in Luanda 73-64 back on November 26th. Now today we've got this game followed by Egypt and Morocco. And of course, Morocco had that simply stunning win yesterday. And they will be flying high going up against the Egyptians. Our focus is on the Angolans and the Democratic Republic of Congo. And as you look at the standings, Angola already through to the second round, followed by Morocco, Egypt, and the Democratic Republic of Congo are going for just their second win in the qualifiers. So we're about 8 minutes away from tipping this thing off. And if you look at the results already, the Democratic Republic of Congo have won their Friday game a couple of days ago against Egypt, 77-63. But Morocco, of course, pulled off the stunner yesterday against the Democratic Republic of Congo. They were within a whisker of winning that game, and a missed free throw, which with about 5 seconds left, was rebounded by Morocco. They pushed the ball up the court quickly and got a three-pointer to tie it, force overtime, and then Morocco won 61-58 in OT to deny the Leopards their second win in the qualifiers. So this is what it comes down to for the Democratic Republic of Congo as they try to get that second win. And I think they'll be pulling for Egypt to lose in that next game that they have tonight, and to be 2-4 with the aim of going through. Because if you look at the standings, Egypt won the first meeting with the Democratic Republic of Congo 65-61, but the Democratic Republic of Congo beat Egypt on Friday, which was quite an eye-opener, 77-63. So they have a better head-to-head, and if they finish with the same records at 2-4, then the Democratic Republic of Congo would move into that second round. Meanwhile, if Angola lose this game, they won the first game. You know, they're trying, not that it really matters in terms of who finishes first and second in terms of going through, but Angola, in terms of finishing first, they won 62-56 over Morocco in the first meeting. And they also, in fact, they won all three of their games back in November. They lost, surprisingly, this time to Morocco by 14 points. So Morocco actually would have a better head-to-head if Morocco were to win today and if Angola were to lose this game. So in any event, we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems for both Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. Okay, the national anthems have been played for both teams, for the Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. And now teams will go through their last-minute warm-ups after they meet at mid-court and exchange pleasantries. And we will also take a look at who the referees are going to be for this game today. Onyan Jokic, Tarek Ben Lataifa, and Opayemi Oluwasun Ogunle from Montenegro, Tunisia, and Nigeria, respectively. So this is the Cairo Stadium Indoor Hall 2, and we are close to going. There's our refereeing friends today. So you see from Montenegro, Tunisia, Nigeria, Jokic, Ben Lataifa, and Ogunle. Angola, well, they were surprised, as we said, by Morocco, but here's the roster for the Democratic Republic of Congo, led by coach John Douglin. Christian Ayenga, obviously, number 31, former player with the Cleveland Cavaliers, really stands out there. Also, Gudul Malomba, Carl Imbo, Machu Kamba, and Jonathan Kasibabu. This is a team that can certainly get up and down the floor. And for Angola, Gerson Domingos, Yannick Moreira, Gerson Gonçalves, Olimpio Cipriano, Leno Paulo, all the way down that roster. A lot of well-known names: Moreira, Moore, Jacques Conceição, Cipriano, and Paulo will be in that starting five. So purely with tradition and experience, you might think, because Angola have played so well over the years and won so many titles, that they would be the favorites. But you've got to play the game, and certainly the Democratic Republic of Congo have shown enough already over the last couple of days that they are a force to be reckoned with. So all bets are off in terms of how this one is going to go. Angola, remember, in their two games in this venue, they lost their first one to Morocco. There's Will Voigt, the coach of Angola, of course, used to coach Nigeria, coached them at the Olympics Nigeria in Rio. Angola started here in Egypt with a 14-point loss at Morocco, and they rebounded with a 65-58 win over Egypt. So it's been a kind of a exciting time, and Egypt, things haven't gone the way that they certainly anticipated as the hosts. But right now, it's all about getting as many wins as possible for Angola as they try to get to the second round, or as they go to the second round. And for the Congolese, it's all about getting a win and hoping results go their way so they can go to the second round. And welcome, folks, to Cairo, Egypt. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. And we are underway here between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. So after that interesting opening tip, it's going to be Angola ball. Conceição hands it off to Moreira. Now the veteran Cipriano. Moreira. Back to Cipriano. And off the back of the iron. Cipriano, I think, probably at one stage would have been considered the best player in Angola's team, certainly even in Africa, a lot of people would say. But they've had other players that have held that distinction as well over the years. Drive and getting the ball back for the Democratic Republic of Congo was Kasibabu, number 1. And now driving in is Ayinga. And he draws the foul, and he will go to the line. Ayinga misses the first. And Christian Ayinga makes the second as well. Well, how exciting it must be for them to have Ayinga here in the team. Huge talent. Moreira just inside the charity stripe, turns and scores. Talk about exciting players. Well, the three-pointer is good. And Conceição responds in kind quickly. That was Carl Ona-Imbo with the 3. And this time the miss, and Reggie Moore with the rebound. Paulo down low to Moore. Kasibabu guarding him, and then the reach and the steal by Mathieu Kamba. And you get the feeling that the Democratic Republic of Congo are a team that, if they've been able to get their main guys together over the years, they could have had every chance of making headlines themselves. I mean, this is a good-looking team. And they are probably still digesting events yesterday, what happened in their late defeat to Morocco. If only they'd been able to hold on to that victory, they could have really put themselves on the map. And the shot stays out. Reggie Moore. Oh, that's what it's all about. Alley-oop pass. Oh, he was going to try to flush it. But Mulamba just out of his reach. Didn't quite get it cleanly. Should be a game of high-flying theatrics on that evidence there. Also with knowing what type of players the Angolans have. Oh, the explosive move to the basket from Ainga. There wasn't much defense there. Well, the defense too tight as Yannick Morea goes to the free throw line. So Morea at the line, can't get to go down. And Will Voigt. John Bryant over there on one of his assistants, was one of his assistants with Nigeria as well. Second one is good from Morea. Also got Jose Carlos Ribeiro Guimares is one of the assistant coaches for Angola. Now the drive, the penetration, but the catch wasn't clean. But nevertheless, the Congolese pick it up, and it's Kasubabu who scores. I think it was Malamba who didn't have the clean catch, but they stuck with it. 8 apiece. Oh, spin move, Moore, then passes it back outside. And Moore takes the shot from the corner. Gonçalves had the shot if he'd wanted it on the wing, but he did pass it back into the corner. Now on the baseline, left-handed shot. No good. Now Morea. Oh, had he crossed midcourt? No, he had not. Mistake by Morea. He knows better than that. That was an over and back. Look at this. Oh, just a little too soon to Gonçalves. Ayinga, what's he going to do? He's going to pull up the dribble, throw the cross-court pass, now into the corner. And the shot from Kasubabu, a little bit too long. Paolo drives in, and the contact gets him to the free throw line. So that foul will be called on Munanga, number 16. Shekina Munanga. Fowler, this is the first short. Ball out of bounds. So it'll be Angola possession. drive and the miss. Ayinga has it. Now, 3-point shot off target from number 99, Evariste Shonganya Tolimbo. Here's Morea just behind the charity stripe. And Conceição reaches in and commits the foul. Imbo up high, dribbling around, looking for an opening. 4.5 minutes remain in this opening quarter. Ayinga, plenty of time on the shot clock. He's going to put it up from deep. A little too much one-on-one from the Congolese at this stage, the Leopards. Gonçalves passes it, gets it back, and the left-hander puts it up off the top of the backboard. Oh, cardinal sin, don't throw it back under the other team's basket. But Angola do not punish the Congolese. Long three again, and Ayinga says, let's pull it out. And a three-pointer from Kayembe, Rufin Kayembe, was no good, but I think he was fouled, so 3 free throws will be coming his way. That was a bit silly from Reggie Moore. Well, already Kayembe has missed one of them, so a little bit of a reprieve for Angola, who are struggling to get it going offensively. The second one, however, is good. So now it's the Leopards in front. I see Bismack Biombo sitting there in the stands, watching his Congolese brothers. And the pass down low, intercepted. Over to Christian Ayinga, he goes up. Oh, he's going to go to the line for an and one. How about that in the open floor from Ayinga? 5 points. And he does not complete it, but his teammate goes up. Big bad Rufin Kayemba with the putback dunk, and it turns out to be a 4-point play, a 4-point trip down the floor, rather. And And the veteran Eduardo Mingus has checked into the game. He takes he's fouled. Boy, that was not what Angola were hoping for. Now Moreira on the baseline. And now Congolese run. Maxi Monanga Shamba in the game now, number 7. And that was an air ball from Shekina Monanga. Moreira gets the loose ball, puts it up and in. They're on the bench. It's a long first quarter. Still 2 minutes and 19 seconds remain. Players are over on the benches now for a timeout called by the Democratic Republic of Congo.
As he sets this, back pick, right? So he's coming here, and then pop. Got it? Okay? If you like it, thumbs up. Here, yeah, whatever you want. You got all 3. Back pick, got it?
So Ronaldo at the line and makes the first one. Maxi Monanga Shamba. And the Leopards, remember, suffering the overtime heartbreak yesterday, eager to get rid of that disappointment. Doing a pretty good job right now, up 16-10, although Angola just seem a bit lost offensively. Monanga dribbles up high, less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, and this great defense from Garrison da Silva Domingos. And then he's fouled. Garrison falling out of bounds. Look at that. Just got sloppy and got punished. Look at Garrison. He's going to eat him up. In fact, it wasn't Garrison that was barged out of bounds. It was Harrison Gonçalves. Here he is, Gonçalves. Penetrates, puts it up, and no good. And now the ball's out to the perimeter. Now the open floor. Gonçalves catches, turns. And the miss by Indoniema. Edson Alfredo da Costa Indoniema. Then off 1 foot, and Monanga scores. Now the three-point attempt is no good. That's Gerson Gonçalves. Here's Gerson da Silva Domingos. And he hands it off to Morea. He lays it up and in. Remember when he was such a great talent in the American college game, Morea playing for Larry Brown at SMU. Now the drive, the pass batted out to the corner. But the attempt by Tambwe was off target. And I think the referee just said, don't go down trying to get a penalty. Or trying to get to the free throw line. So that was the last basket right there of the half. Here was, again, trying to create. Tolimbo was able to get it to the corner to Tambwe. The referee then said, listen, let us make the calls. Don't try to sell it. 18-12, Democratic Republic of Congo in a must-win situation, doing what they need to do so far. So the shooting numbers, nothing to write home about. Certainly not from three-point range and not from the free throw line. Each team with 3 misses at the charity stripe. Some of the highlights of this game, of course, the main event in this arena, anyway, today will be the next game when Egypt takes on Morocco. But this game is, to put it mildly, exciting to watch. Full of intrigue. Stakes are so high. Penetration, drive. Tambwe again takes the long one. That was Machu Kamba that had the penetration initially. And the ball ends up with Gonçalves. Mingus sets the pick. And a foul has been called on Rufin Kaimbe. Yeah, that's right. That was a foul. Second one goes through the hoop. Penetration and another turnover. There's some woeful shooting from long range so far in this game. Well, that foul was called on Mingus. Limbo was the player fouled. Another chance for Tambwe to score, but didn't finish. So the ball goes back once again to Gerson de Silva Domingos. Point guard coming off the bench, giving Conceição a breather. No turnover. And here comes Talimbo again. Talimbo steps in, then steps back. Look at Gonçalves gets in. Gosh, the basket has a little for him, but Angola there for the putback. That was Mbunga. Carl Ona-Embo dribbling around. Gets the pass out to Kamba, but he's off target. Angola can tie it or take the lead. That falls. It does not. But another foul crashing the boards has been called on the Congolese. Ainga comes back into the game. He's going to try to play as much as he can. Yeah, the foul was called on Machu Kamba, fouling Mbunga. Jogo. Nice drive. And Gonçalves is really doing a good job of putting pressure on that defense. Going right at him. It's the first, but made the second, so now it's a one-point game. Babu back in the game as well, number one. Now Ona-Embo dribbles, gets it over to Kamba, but he's off target. Now Gonçalves again drives in, gets the ball up around the rim, but he can't get it to fall. Traveling, however, called on Ainga. One of the best in the business right there, Will Voigt. He knows African basketball. He knows basketball. But the success doesn't lie, leading Nigeria to that AfroBasket title in 2015 in Tunisia. And also coaching Nigeria at the Olympics in 2016. The Angolans stuck with it, and Mbunga was able to score with the putback. Ball goes out of bounds, and now it's back over to Angola. They have got the momentum. Tambwe careless with the ball. Ingus left his feet, passes it back out to the perimeter. Paulo misses. Boy, this is a low-scoring game so far. And careless with the ball. The Congolese Mulamba, Gudul Omari Mulamba, turns it over. And that puts Mbunga, who's been the real spark in this comeback for Angola, on the free throw line. Doesn't fully capitalize. So it's 20-18 now. Angola on top. Embo dribbling up high. Now Ayinga. Shot clock winding down. He puts up a three. The Leopards move back in front. Now open for the three. Paulo misses and chases back, and the foul has been committed. Look at this. Just got him with the body. So Conceição comes back in. Good work there. And once again, the ball goes back over to Angola. Sedona Embo is out of bounds. Paulo into the corner, and the ball not corralled cleanly by Conceição. It's a tough one to catch, I think, that. Embo brings it up the floor. Guarded by Conceição, hands it off to Kamba, who now gives it to Kasibabu, and he gives it to Ayinga. Another three-pointer from the wing. So two bombs from Ayinga. And just like that, the Leopards up by 4. Reggie Moore misses from the right corner. Ayinga again, starting to feel it. Unbelievable that Kasibaba didn't make that putback. Ayinga again. And this time he's fouled by Leonel Paulo. Ayinga with 1 block, 2 of 5 from deep. He's got 11 points. And the whistle blows, they're going to count it. And he will go to the line. Cipriano with that foul, but Onembo doesn't make it. However, Congolese back in front by 6 points. Conceição. Now Ayinga. His bounce pass. Ayinga from the left wing this time. No good, but good rebounding. Good effort. That was Mulambo. Now the scrap, and it triggers a break for Cipriano. Cipriano steps back for 3. Well, they're having an almighty struggle from 3-point range for Angola. 1 of 13 from 3-point range. And in it goes, and the flush from Jonathan Shilala Kasibabu. And with that, a timeout has been called by Will Voigt. Look at this, big bad Kasibabu makes no mistake.
That starting group, every time you've been on the floor, has been a shit show.
A verdade é que os 5 iniciais, cada vez que você entrar dentro do campo, estamos a estragar tudo.
Because your intensity has been bad as a group, and you're taking bad shots.
Angola and the numbers
on the rim,
for the Democratic Republic of Congo.
More than once.
Pressão ao cesto e depois a bola para fora. Vamos fazer mais vezes com uma.
Apologies for the language, folks. We want to take you down to the huddle, and sometimes emotions run high. See if the hard words from Voigt spurs Angola on to bigger things. Nope. The answer has been immediately a turnover, but then almost another turnover. Boy, Angola used to be the all-conquering force of Africa, but they are just not in any type of flow right now, and you can see how they slipped up in their first game. Just do not look like themselves right now. Christian Anga is unquestionably, you know, this national team will go the way that he goes. You can already see that. And he is carrying them right now, leading them with 12 points, make it 13. Nobody else close to double digits. 30-20. And nice answer from Domingos. Gerson da Silva Domingos. I'm guessing Will Voigt's going to have some hard words when he gets to halftime. Oh, the alley-oop pass! The flush from Gadul Amare Mulumba. How's that for a calling card? Bounce pass. Oh, back to Moreira. And a little bit of swag after he throws it down. Maybe the sleeping giant is awake. Will give the assist to Gerson da Silva Domingos, but give the wham bam thank you ma'am to that man right there, Marea. Although he doesn't convert the free throw, they get it back and still miss the three. 3 of 9 at the free throw line now are Angola. It has been a first-class nightmare. I won't choose to use the words of Will Voigt that he had in the last time out, but you get the point. Improvement needed. Angola 1 of 14 from three-point range. Being out-rebounded 31-25. And did not get it off in time. Another miss, and now open floor right at the end. Banks it in right at the buzzer. Talk about clutch shooting and awareness. Rodrigue Ebondo Tambwe, and all the momentum right now is with this team here, the Leopards. Excitement in the World Cup qualifiers here in Cairo. Maybe he'll go for a boat ride cruise after this game on the Nile, because that was a big-time shot. But there is a lot of work to do for both of these teams, especially Angola. Congolese know a lot more to do before they can celebrate a win. They're up 35-24 at halftime. shooting numbers, it's a horror show, folks. From three-point range for Angola, 1 of 15. They're getting bossed on the boards as well, 30 to 22. A lot of those offensive rebounds for the Congolese. So we'll have a look at some of the highlights here from Cairo of this opening game today. Of course, Christian Ainga leading the way. Ainga has 13 points, and then the points are spread out after that. Nobody else has more than 5. For Angola, Mbonga brought quite a spark from the bench, 7 points, and Yannick Pires Moreira, that last dunk gave him a team high 9 points. So I don't think, honestly, Angola could play much worse than they played in that first half, and especially the starters. They brought very little, and that's very disappointing when you consider how much experience most of that starting 5 has in international basketball. But could be a tale of two halves. You never know. Right now, we're going to take a break, and we will be back for the second half. But we're at halftime, folks. Angola looking for a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of magic to help them come back. They've been distinctly really the second best today. 35-24 they trailed to the Democratic Republic of Congo, who need to win and then hope Egypt lose later against Morocco to get to the second round. It's been uninspiring display for the most part from Angola, with the exception of Mbunga, who came on and really played well as a substitute. Really lifted the team, but they need more better play from really their whole cast of veterans. Let's go down and listen to Coach Voigt.
Angola! Força!
Well, this Democratic Republic of Congo team is good, is talented, it's big, and they very easily could have won yesterday's game. Really, they came up a free throw short, because the missed free throw with 5 seconds left led to a fast break three-pointer for Morocco that allowed Morocco to tie it and force overtime. And of course, Morocco then won it in overtime. But part of the challenge of sport, of international basketball, is to be able to put disappointment behind you and come back swinging. And that's what they've done today against Angola. They lead it by 11. But Angola, they were the kings of Africa on numerous occasions, and they have enough players that have been there, done that, one of them being Olimpio Cipriano. He starts things off with a nice drive and a bank shot. Up the turn, good hands from Leandro Paulo. And it goes to Moreira, pump fake. And an easy 4 consecutive points to start the second half for Angola. And there was Kamba, who tried to score with the reverse layup. And you really do wonder, as he misses that, if that experience factor that Angola have, if Will Voigt is able to get the best out of his experienced players, if they're going to come up and show that experience in the second half, if they're going to be able to come back and go ahead and win this game. I mean, right now they've cut it back to 7 points. The momentum could not have been any more in favor of the Congolese going into halftime, with the way they hit a late three-pointer right at the buzzer. Cipriano, and the ball bounces high and over, and I'm not convinced that shooting three-pointers for Angola is the way to go. And you almost wonder if Coach Voigt should just say, you know what, let's just get the ball inside. Let's dribble, penetration, crash the boards, because the threes aren't falling. And that time much better. So Kasibabu will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. First one is no good. Remember, both these teams want to get to the World Cup. Only 5 teams from Africa will go to the World Cup. Every win is priceless. Every win you carry over into the second round. So Angola, despite being 4-1, they want to get to the World Cup with another win, with 5 wins, because there's a lot of competition for places. Ball goes into the corner. Shot clock down to 5. Got to launch it. Embo. Morea now. Offensive fouls the call. Clearing out down low. Good spin move inside, but the finish isn't there for Kasibabu. And the bump from Kasibabu, nothing called there. And look at Cipriano saying, "Where's the foul, ref?" I was getting shoved out of bounds. Looking to inbound it. You don't want to give away anything cheap. Gonçalves for 3. Still, they will not fall. The 3-pointers for Angola. Five-second violation. Good defense. Penetration, the drive, and the basket is good. Mainga has it. He wants to get in the flow. Bounce pass inside. And excellent work that time for Democratic Republic of Congo. Kayembe was the beneficiary, that big, strong body, and he takes it back up to an 11-point lead. Now out on the break and the layup, and the lead is ballooned to 13 points. So the great start, 4 consecutive points for Angola. Seems like a long time ago at the start of this second half. The timeout on the court. It's time for Angola to regroup. Rebounding situation.
Defense intensity, switching everywhere.
Yeah, defense is working. Let's go.
So back to live action, another 3. And they continue to attack from the perimeter. See the wrestling going on down low. And Ndoima getting tangled up there with Christian Ainga. Penetration drive now triggers the break the other way for Angola, and even attacking there, the active hands kept them out from the Congolese. Good defense inside by Tambwe, just keeping those hands extended. Well, that time Mbunga couldn't get it done. And again, good rebound from Tolimbo. Mbunga going to get looked at by the referee here. Looked like he may have taken a shot. If he got a finger or was it an elbow? He's getting helped off. He's a bit woozy. I'm guessing Will Voigt would like him to get back out there as quickly as he can. They want to check on him and make sure he's okay. And a foul. It's definitely going the way of Angola, of the Congolese right now. They look like a team on a mission. But even if they go on to win this game, what they can't do is beat Morocco. They're going to need a favor from Morocco, who take on Egypt. Need them to beat Egypt. Three-point attempt. Rebound Morea. And Ndonyema finally gets a three-pointer to fall for Angola. Well, maybe he's the one. Now, will avoid his questioning. Stoppage in play. So the teams go over to the bench for the timeout called by the Congolese. Obviously a long way to go, still in the third quarter, but at least with the Ndonyema three-pointer, Angola have been able to see the ball go through the hoop from long range. They look intent on continuing to shoot it. So
deny that with the inbounder. 5, don't let them just
2 of
flash
21 from deep.
Quando eles estão a repor a bola, vamos trocar que é para não deixar a bola entrar. E o 5 vem para aqui esse homem.
All right, next for us. Post to 5.
Depois 5 para nós depois.
Okay, now after we throw it in, we got to get split screen. Okay?
Depois de pôr a bola dentro,
Mingus, I want you down. So that's Mukeni, or actually that's Edson. Mukeni setting the split to bring Edson over.
Vamos, Angola!
Well, you can see one of the challenges of being a coach of another team. And that's one thing that Voigt didn't have to do as the coach of Nigeria because everybody understood English. But with Angola, he has to have a translator. And so it was, in the end, what he was questioning was a technical foul, which and the technical was called on Gerson da Silva Domingos. And fortunately for Angola, Talimbo missed it, the technical free throw. Now the penetration, the turnover, Mingus has it. See if Angola can get something going to the basket. No, Ndonyema's hit 1-3, make it 2 in a row. Well, certainly he feels better shooting it now that he's made a couple. And now an interception, and Gonçalves flies in for the dunk. And the Leopards starting to be declawed here a little bit because Angola suddenly have stolen the momentum. The three-pointer followed by the interception. Look at this lazy pass that Gonçalves read and just took it all the way. Dear, oh dear.
Monter le ballon derrière, d'accord? Et on récupère ici. Une chose, quand on est là, sur la situation, on joue la situation ici avec le 4 qui pose ici, hop, on ouvre, et le 5 ici dessous.
So the Congolese call timeout to try to arrest this big swing here. Now, Ayinga's out of the game, and he's only got one foul, so
We're back in it. Now we can just
can't imagine that he's going to stay out much longer, unless he's got an injury. There's the Angolan fans. They're not getting too overexcited. They have the look of, I've been here, seen this before. But no, you can see a difference. Difference in the confidence seeping into the veins of Angola. Three-pointer. Oh, that is big. Right out of the timeout, and Tambwe strikes from the left corner. Mingus, well, just kind of flipped the ball up there as opposed to going up strong. Tambwe, remember, hit the three-pointer right before halftime. And how big will that shot end up being that he just hit? Here he is again. He is fouled while shooting the three-pointer. Are you kidding me? How quickly does it change, folks? Just when Angola thought they had a run and they were going to come back, this man right here single-handedly pops the air in their balloon. Takes it back up to an 11-point lead. And he converts it for a 4-point play. Now on the left, and Indoniama misses that. So it's almost as if the Congolese have weathered the storm and it's back to business as usual. Now the ball. Back into the hands of the Congolese and that man, Tambwe. And this time he was well short. Drive, the tip, no good. Excellent hustle from Gonçalves to get him another chance. But the Leopards end up with it anyway, right at the end of the quarter, and that's how it finishes. Well, 10 minutes remaining, and the Congolese looking pretty formidable. I mean, they took a couple of shots there, but they were able to right the ship and go to the end of the third quarter with a 48-36 lead. Shooting numbers after 3 quarters. See, Angola just 3 of 9 from the line and 3 of 24 from deep, 12 of 29 inside. I mean, they have just had a huge struggle shooting the basketball. Well, if the Congolese can win this, they'll be hoping the Pharaohs fall against Morocco. And the scrap and the fall, and Paulo diving on the ball, on the floor for the loose ball here as the 4th quarter gets underway in Cairo. Spin, and he holds it up, and oh goodness me, passes out to Kayembe, and he went up and looked like one-footed, like I've not seen this 3-pointer before. Oh no, that was a typical 3. It's just a slightly unorthodox looking. Looked like he took it like a set shot. Kambe battles for the ball, but Angola will keep it, but down by 15 points. Three-pointer is good. So finally Gonçalves makes one. He's now 1 of 5 from 3-point range. 1 of 6, in fact. 1 of 6. But Rufin Kayembe, I'm sure he feels much more comfortable taking that shot and making it. And Angola do not want to just change trade baskets. The foul called on the penetration, and that was Kayembe. Remember, it's one thing to be on top of a team for much of the game, but you have to be able to close teams out, which they did not do yesterday against Morocco. And Morea drove in and just fumbled the ball away. And the penetration of the drive and the basket from Talimbo. But he does not convert. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter because Rufin Kayembe just takes the ball away and puts it up and in. Well, this has to be a disappointing display for Angola by Coach Will Voigt. And I'm not sure what the root causes are. You might be missing a couple of players, but at the end of the day, you're Angola. And you seem to be lacking a little bit of fight down there. Although this Democratic Republic of Congo team, like we said, they've got their big guys here, most of them, and they look formidable. So Moreira scores, and now he needs to make the free throw, which is something he did not do in the first half. And right now, you can't be feeling sorry for yourself if you're Angola. You need to get rid of the long looks and give everything over the final stretch. And still, Moreira can't make the free throw. Voigt calling the play defensively. I guess he is. So a foul was called on Cipriano on Kayimbe. So that was why you had the reaction. And Talimbo misses that one. Tambwe, excuse me. Paulo again takes the contact, misses the shot. That would have been a three-point play opportunity if he'd made it. So he will have to settle for free throws.
Number 1, number 9.
They inbound the ball. Now Cipriano has it. So Paulo's foul was not a shooting foul, which is what that would not have been a three-point play opportunity, obviously. But here is Cipriano, and he will go to the line. Gosh, knows Cipriano also. Entry pass. Back out it goes. And then Kambe goes in. I thought that was already off the backboard. So not going to look at it. Well, Ayinga decides to hold it up. That time off the back of the iron for Ayinga. 6 minutes to go. And the name of the game now is defense, and just getting to the line as well as Paulo. So not a great play by Ayinga. First allowing Paulo to beat him on the dribble, but then to complicate it by fouling him. Was this already? Ooh. I thought it was, but I'd have to see another angle. Here we go. Looked to me like that was goal interference, but even if it was, these things even out over the course of the game. It is inexplicable, folks, the free throw shooting from Angola. I mean, these guys are professionals, and they just don't look good at the line at all. Four of 13 from the charity stripe for Angola. The drive, the miss, the scrap, and because they missed everything, shot clock expires. Cipriano's going to go one-on-one. Nope, he's going to pass it back to Moore. Shot clock down. Here's Morea. He goes to work. He takes the contact. And Morea would much rather have the two go in than have to go shake and take a free throw for the and one rather than to try to make both free throws. That much is evident. Morea 1 of 4 at the free throw line today. So he takes his time. That's progress if you're Angola. And that gets back to 12 points. Remember, they got it down to 5 points, and then Tambwe hit 2 big three-pointers. And Morea did take his time and got it back to 11 points. And now he calls the defense again. Oh, almost a turnover into the backcourt. Three-point attempt. And shot clock now down to 8. So good defense from Angola if they can force it. Well, they take a crazy shot. Moore rebounds it. 4.5 minutes remaining. Clock is not the enemy yet, but it soon will be. They have to hurry. Moore attempts a three. That's off. Look at that. It kind of sums up the way things have gone for Angola today in many respects. 4 of 26 from three-point range. Just looking at this Angola team in terms of the leadership, who is going to lead them in these difficult moments on the court? You need that one player that's going to grab everybody by the scruff of the neck and say, let's go, and I don't see it.
On peut avoir la passe sur 4 sur 3, d'accord? Si on ne peut pas la faire, le 4, le 2 continue ici, on apporte la solution au ballon. Après, c'est le 4 et le 2 qui vient. Le 3 continue ici. Okay? Oui, le 3.
Once you come here, you guys are just occupying. The real flash is coming from you. Yannick, don't get too high.
See the shooting numbers. 4 of 26 from deep. Just 3 more makes for the Congo, but 2 of those came immediately after Angola had made a run to get it to 5 here in the
If
fourth
it's
quarter.
not a home run, come back to the handoff. You keep going through and out, right? Let's see if we can get it. Might have to fake it, too.
Angola!
Cipriano's going to launch it.
Oh, they go.
And a good, strong rebound from Mingus. Mingus doesn't make the putback. He was right there. Just got to finish. Morea, meanwhile, takes it and makes it from the stripe. There's a little bit of hope for Angola. They've cut it now to 9, I think it is. There it is. 2 points registering. Better late than never. Now another turnover. And remember what I said. The Congolese weren't able to close it out yesterday. And they're showing signs of cracking now today. Morea on the baseline. Hasibabu wanted the foul. I think Morea in a little bit of a rush there. Nobody underneath for the rebound either. Instead of falling away from the basket, why don't you go to the basket? Well, they would like to get a steal and a basket in transition, but they have to force the turnover. Ayinga thinking about it. They're willing to take a little bit of time off the clock, the Congolese. There it is. They launch a three. That is a dagger with just under 3 minutes remaining. Embo. Cipriano gets it right back. How can they do that now? They've struggled so much during the game. That was Embo's second three-pointer. Cipriano's three was his first in 5 attempts. And the travel, nope, they're going to say the foul. So the only good thing in that situation for Angola is they've stopped the clock, but they've committed the foul with 3 seconds on the shot clock. And they're putting Christian Ayinga on the line, where he has made 3 of his 5 attempts today. So Ayinga makes the first, and it's back to a 10-point game. 2:18 remaining. Now it's back to 11. Those were 2 big makes. Gonçalves hands it off to Morea. And Morea gets inside. That's what he can do. That's what he should have done the previous trip down the floor. Conceição now comes into the game to bring a little bit of ball pressure. Less than 2 minutes to go. Ayinga dribbling around and turns it over. Now Morea again going right at Ayinga and draws the foul, so he's going to have to take a deep breath, bend those knees, and really concentrate like he did his last trip to the free throw line.
Substitution for Angola, substitute out 47 minutes.
And Maria was not able to duplicate his previous trip. He bricked that one up there. Second one, however, was good. So now it's an 8-point game. Congolese, the Leopards, trying to take time off the clock. It's Carl Ona Imbo dribbling up high, but Angola had the turnover, but they weren't able to grab it. And they'll have to settle for possession, but after the full 24 seconds, take off the clock. Well, we'll go to the bench again and hear what Coach Voigt has to say. Sal doubled over like he took a shot.
Set that screen, okay? You got the second one.
Quand on joue la situation, on prend le temps, il prend ici, le temps tout à l'heure, vient en poste.
Here's some of the
On met le ballon intérieur.
other fans filing into the arena. Morocco and Egypt will be playing. That'll be the big one, so it doesn't matter if Congo wins this one. They will also need some help. Do the Angolans have a little bit of magic left in them over this final minute and 14 seconds? We're about to find out. Minute 9 seconds. Ball inbounded, Marea over to Conceição for 3. Well, he was open. Can't ask for a better look than that. The Leopards on the prowl, folks. They're going to get in. I think that's it. That takes it back to a 10-point game. Far too easy. 46.4 seconds remaining. Angola call one more timeout. Let's go down to the huddle. Listen in.
Coming up at the same time you guys are doing that. All right, so Edson, you're bringing Reggie into the flare. Linfield, that's your first pass. Flare. As soon as you set this, Yannick, you're down. Edson, that's you now. On baseline, Yannick, you have that ready. Okay? So, if you have it,
Do they have a special trick to pull out of the bag here? Well, we are about to find out. Three-point attempt, no good. The rebound. Now it's all about, well, they just turned it over. On an Embo. Congo need to have that player who is, they look very suspect here in their press break. That has to be encouraging for Angola. 64-56. Again, see if they can get another turnover. This time, no. So the Leopards, they had hoped to get 3 wins on their trip to Egypt. But as it turns out, they're going to take 2. It's like the doctor says, take 2 and call me in the morning. Well, we'll find out if they advance to the second round, depending on what happens in that next game between Morocco and Egypt. It could be that we'll see them here in the stands watching and rooting Morocco on, the team that broke their hearts yesterday with that overtime win, unlikely as it was. And you got to be happy for them, because that's part of sports. You got to be able to bounce back after disappointment and give yourselves a chance, and they have done that brilliantly today. Ayinga makes both free throws. Now Cipriano off the front of the rim, and that's it. So a 1-2 trip to Egypt for Angola, a 2-1 trip for the Leopards. And now it's all about getting some help from somebody else. And maybe, just maybe, they can make it to the second round. I think if the Leopards come fully loaded, they are a dangerous team for anybody in Africa. There's no doubt it. There's no doubt about it. Far better team that they've had in this window than they had in their previous window when they struggled for results. Here you can see the 10-point win. Congolese win it over Angola. All smiles on the faces of the Leopards coaching staff and the players, and there's a look of, well, mixture of disbelief, perhaps with Angola not knowing that they can play far better than what they showed here in Cairo. Let's look at the stat. Oh, no, let's don't look at the stats. I can tell you some. So I can tell you some of the numbers. Angola shot 5 of 31 from three-point range, just 16%. Compared to 8 of 25, 32% for the Congolese. The Leopards were 15 of 35 inside the arc, 42.86%, and Angola were 17 of 39, 43.59%. And from a rebounding standpoint, well, the Democratic Republic of Congo, they were pretty impressive. 54 rebounds, 13 on the offensive boards, 59 rebounds, in fact, for Angola. So there were a lot of rebounds, perhaps because a lot of missed shots. In terms of who is the star of the show, well, Moreira finished with 20 points for Angola, 8 of 13 from the floor, but just 4 of 8 at the line. He did have 10 rebounds. For the Democratic Republic of Congo, 17 points from Ayenga. He was 2 of 7 from deep, 7 of 9 at the line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. But there were some other good performances. Kayimbe had 13 points and 5 rebounds. Ona Imbo also got the double digits with 10 points and 3 rebounds. And Tambwe, well, he probably was the man in the end that really turned the tide after Angola closed the gap to 5 points. He answered with a couple of very important threes, one of them in which he was fouled, and he went to the line and made the free throw for a 4-point play. That was the only free throw he took, and he made it. So in 22 minutes of action, he had the 10 points and the 4 rebounds. So if this is the team that they can get together, this is a formidable team. And realistically, they will know they should have gone 3-0 here in Cairo. They let one get away against Morocco. So that's something definitely to build on. But as I said, to get to the second round, they're going to need some help. And they'll be pulling from Morocco to beat Egypt. See Bismack Biyombo sitting behind the bench, I guess wondering maybe if he'll play eventually. He was supposed to play in this window. They had a press conference and everything, and then something happened to where he wasn't able to play. So I'm not sure his presence would have made the difference in terms of wins and losses. But certainly a player of his ilk, I'm sure would be welcomed into the team. And it's good that he stayed behind to watch. That's it, folks. 66-56. Democratic Republic of Congo beat Angola.